Hello everybody and welcome to it's a busy day today, but this is the first of 3 races that XCL are hosting. We are here with my favourite race of the week, or second favourite race of the week. It's up there, the XCL Saturday double sprint event. I love these ones because it is just a straight shootout, pure racing. So we've got, we're over at the track at Zolder today. We've got a pretty much packed field. I think because Zolder's a smaller circuit, we were maxed out at 30 cars, and we have 29 in here. So that's a really good turnout, which means for these 2 double sprints, we're going to have some exciting action, I'm sure. Anyone that is new to XCL or new to the double sprint format, let me just inform you that it is one single qualifying session for 12 minutes, which is going on now. 12 minutes because it's only a 30-car grid, and then it's followed by 2 15-minute races. Now, during those 15-minute races, there is no required pit stop, which basically means it is just normally about 7 or 8 laps, so just flat out full speed qualifying laps. Also, it is useful to know that whatever position they qualify in now will be the position that they start in both of the sprint races. So even if you qualify on pole and then you crash out in the first race, you will still be on pole in the second race. Looking at the practice times, there's a couple of drivers that are going to potentially be able to get on pole today because there was quite a bit of a battle at the front. It was Matti Agu out there in practice setting the initial fastest time, so we'll see what goes on as the as qualifying unfolds. It should be pretty rapid fire. We do have we're riding with Malmsey at the minute, I've probably said that wrong. I think it is Malmsey, but I always say his name wrong. He's out there first in the BMW, which is a new car for him, I believe. And let's see what time he can set on his first flying lap. And then we'll go around the field and check out all the other cars out there. There's quite a few different manufacturers, which is always good as he hits the curb and goes flying around. So his qualifying lap is going to be defaulted for sure. So the next driver out there is the 992 car. Who is that? They're going to basically take over the front of the queue here, which is Azora 88. So Malmsey's already bottled it on his first qualifying lap. We'll have to go around and do it all again. But Azora now takes the lead as the lead qualifying. We'll see what time he can set. Klopty saying or hi waffle and saying yee. Klopty, if you're still in the chat, this is your first chance. You said you haven't seen much of Matti Agu. Maybe you should watch this race today and see what Matti Agu can do. I think I'm going to go out there bolder now and say he's definitely going to win one of them. Hey Dick Trickle, how you doing? Dick Trickle, I don't know if you've been to see Zora. Is he just crashed out of the server there, I think. So I don't know who's actually now setting the first time. I think it's the number 37 car of Sabre. Sabre's going to cross the line and set the first time of the day, which is a 1:30.6. But Trickle, if you can just let me know who the potential new drivers are out here today. Also, as ACC and esports jet racing in general is pretty male dominated, I don't know if this Lucy Curtin is a male or female. Could be a male, might be a female. If it is a female, great, because we could do with more female racers in all esports communities. So fair play if that is true. Coco Mini does go out in the front now. The next car coming around to set a time is Greg Fitz. Greg Fitz had his debut, I think it was yesterday, in the Rookie Thursday. So good luck to Greg Fitz today. I think he didn't actually finish the race. We'll keep an eye on it on there. Klopty, I'm not sure exactly, but I'm telling you now, Matti Agu is a fast driver. One of my favourites. Although you can't have favourites as a commentator, but he's up there. I think he will set a good time today. I don't know where he is out on there at the track currently. Where are you, Matti Agu? He's not even. Is he even in there? Is he even here anymore? Oh, there he is. So he's currently P7, 1.4 seconds off the pace. I think he will improve on that time, don't worry. But yeah, he's out there in the 993 Lamborghini. So just keep an eye on him, Klopty, if you are watching. I Am Funk says, I like pasta. Is that a driver, or is that you just telling me what food you like? Is there a driver called Pasta out there? Rewex saying greetings. Sunny Daddy saying hi guys. So hi Sunny Daddy, how you doing? 40 saying hi guys. I'm in bed recovering, still sick but still watching you guys. Yeah, I mean we've got a really packed grid out here today, guys. It's going to be really, really good. Obviously they're going to have to focus a lot on getting around there and not squabbling over positions. I'm just going to switch to Incombile, who's coming around now. Currently P10, 1.9 seconds off the pace. Incombile seems to be getting faster and faster each time he races with us. Let's see what he can do today. Yes, he's still holding that 10th place spot. We have the number 80 car, which I think is Mark Music. Yep. See, I'm starting to learn people's numbers, guys. So you knew it was Mark Music before I even saw on the screen. The number 80 Porsche. Mark Music is a regular on the Saturday sprints. He normally does pretty well. Top 15 most days. He's currently P27. Obviously, hasn't set a time yet. Let's see what he can do as he goes round. As his first time, he goes P12. Yep. So that is a good time by him to start off his qualifying. Salient G coming around now on his. He's about 3.6 seconds off the pace currently. We'll see what he can do on his next lap round. Oh, I am Funk saying I just like pasta. I ate it for lunch. Yeah, and pasta is good. I am Funk. You're 100% right. Do you like it as a pasta bake, or what's your favourite type of pasta? Let us know. But Sunny Daddy, one of my subscribers, is in the chat. So Sunny Daddy, I liked watching you race yesterday. Well, how come you're not out here today? Salient G gets, he's, well, 19th place, currently 3.1 seconds off the pace. Let's see, the number 30 car is next out there. That is, yeah, Malmsey. Malmsey is coming around now, the last corner. 1.6 seconds back. Can he get himself up in the top 10? We did see him earlier hit that front curb, so we'll see what he can do this time round. And as he crosses the line, he does improve to 1.1 seconds behind and goes up to 9th place. We have the number 6 car coming around now. I can't see quickly off the top of my head where that number 6 driver is. I'm just being number blind as usual. Let's ride again with the number 777 car. That is yeah, Greg Fitz. We'll go with Greg Fitz as he's coming around now. That is the very obvious colours of yeah, Stand for Justice. I saw there. Yeah, it's that's a father and son combo, I think, as well. But yeah, Greg Fitz did have his debut yesterday at Zandvoort, I believe. We'll see what he can do out there today. He is does improve just slightly on his time, but not enough to make a dent in his position. The number 26 car is coming around now to set a time. That is Fair or Fire. But Steph Ork saying hello everyone. Good, get well soon, Forza. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, Forza, get well soon. I didn't say that as well. Clopsy is. Let's see where it. There we go, Klopty. I told you. What did I say, Klopty? You should have listened to me. Matiagu is out there, just set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.9. He is a second a lap faster than everyone else out there. Coco Mini is currently in second place, coming around to set a time now. We'll see what he can do on this lap. But yeah, Matiagu out there setting a decent time of 1:28.9, and that is going to be the benchmark time for everyone to beat. As Coco doesn't set a better time as he crosses the line there. We have the number 998 car coming around now. Where are you on this list? That is you there. Incombile again. This is why I'm catching the same drivers as they come around. But Incombile, he's 2.2 seconds back. Can he improve? No, he does not. Max Door Racing has car. Oh, no, he's just pulled over, so he's not going to set a time now. So we have the number 55 car next coming around to set a time. Where are you? That is a BMW. Currently 1.3 seconds back. We have bronze and silver drivers in first, second and third here, and then we have Narf and Obenji fourth and fifth. Well, that's a nice looking BMW. I do like those kind of colour schemes. He's currently 1.3 seconds back. Let's see what he can do here. He's got Stand for Justice just behind him there as well. Carol saying hello everybody. Hey Carol, how you doing? How come you're not out there racing either? BMW doesn't set a better time on that lap. Next driver to come across the line is the number 4 car. I'm seeing here's Manu. Manu currently in P10, 1.9 seconds back. So we'll see what he can do now. Can he get himself a bit further up the order as he comes across the line? Can he improve on his time? He does not. The number 74 car next is the next number I can see quickly is Drone Lander. We do know Drone Lander is a consistent midfield driver. Let's see what he can do on this lap as he crosses the line. He does go P11, so that's a big improvement from 17th to 11th there. I'm sure he'll be really, really happy with that one. Malmsey coming around again, set another time. Currently P6, 1.6 seconds back. Let's see what he can do this time. I do love these double sprints, guys. It's because you kind of like, if you do make a mistake in the first race, you do have another 15-minute race afterwards. So it is good to see. I don't know if Azora came back in after that defaulted lap. Sorry, there was a defaulted lap after he sort of glitched into the ground. We have the number 296 car of Cabbage Plot. Now, Cabbage Plot hasn't set a time yet. Let's see what he can do this time round. Yeah, Cabbage Plot coming in here. He is one of 2 drivers that haven't set a time. Springsphere is also out there as well. But as Cabbage Plot crosses the line, can he set his first benchmark time of qualifying with 2 minutes to go? He might have another chance to get a couple more laps in if he can. Cabbage Plot goes 23rd place, 4.3 seconds off the pace. Springsphere coming across the line now. Will he be setting his first representative lap and be the last driver out there? So now, no, he doesn't set a time yet, so he's going to have one last chance of this to set a time now. We see the, as he goes a little bit wide there, the number 25 car of PMO Bartek coming around now. He's 2.2 seconds off the pace. What can he do on his lap? As he crosses the line, he doesn't improve either. Looks like we have the number 99 car coming around. That is Cocaine Mini, currently 0.9 behind. But actually, whilst we've been watching this, Sabre and BMW have just pipped Cocaine Mini. And we have quite a few drivers, Zora, Narf, Cocaine Mini, Sabre, BMW, all really, really close together. No one can really close down Matti Agu at the minute. But, yeah, they will keep trying to pump in the laps and see if they can close that gap and maybe beat Matti Agu to pole here. But as Cocaine Mini crosses the line, does he improve? He does not. The number 80 car of Mark Music is coming around next, whereas Mark Music currently in the qualifying standings. I can't see your number. Yeah, you're out there, P17. So he's coming around the last couple of corners now. Can he improve and get himself up into that top 15 positions again? Like I said, he does have a couple of silver drivers ahead of him, so if he can get ahead of one of those. He has Maxor racing about 0.1 of a second up the road, sorry, in regards to times. And as he does cross the line, he does P11. So that is a big improvement by Mark Music, going up 1.8 seconds off the pace into a P11 there. That's a really, really good qualifying session by him so far. We have the number 34 car coming around next. That is Diablo. Diablo now coming across the line. He is P12, goes P7. Look at these times, guys. They're so, so close together here, which is fantastic to see. The next car, we've got the number 99. Most of the other cars have defaulted out there. We do have 13 seconds left, so the drivers coming around now will be... I don't know if these drivers are going to be able to even get across the line. We have the number 4 car of Manu. Is Manu going to be able to start his next lap before the timer finishes? I think he will. He'll be the last driver out there that can set a time. So the number 74 and the 21 car coming around aren't going to be able to set a time. So it is the number 99 car going to be the first driver to set a time on his last lap. That is Cocaine Mini, and then after that is the 777 car of Greg Fitz. So at the minute, Cocaine Mini is 0.9 of a second back. We do have bronze and silver drivers in the top 4. Can Cocaine Mini improve on his last lap? He hits the wall coming around. That's not going to help him at all. The number 777 car of Greg Fitz crosses the line. He doesn't improve on his last lap either. The number 36 car of Armando Mars coming across the line next. They do improve to a P8, which is a good lap by him. Narf, who's the highest ranked rookie driver out there, currently in P5, is the next driver that can set a time. We'll see what he can do this time. 1 second off the pace currently. Can he get that time down and maybe get himself onto the second row or even the front row here? We'll see what Narf can do. Just catching up with the chat here, we see Marari Play saying, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get a report for impeding. Sorry, everyone. He says he impeded Lucy Curtin, so hopefully, yeah, that doesn't get a report. We'll see Sabre saying stream is working now. Stream is working now for me. I don't know if it wasn't working before. I'm just looking to survive. What's your gaming tag, Minray? Narf does cross the line, doesn't improve. The number... I think I'm going to miss a lot of these cars. I think I'm going to have to catch the number 4 car, doing it's the last drive across the line. We did miss a few of those there, guys, but that was a good bit of qualifying. We have, well, in the top 10, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bronze and silver drivers and 4 rookies. Narf being the fastest rookie out there, but we also have Diablo, Armando Mar, and Manu all getting themselves up into that top 10. Oh, you are Lucy Curtin. Ah, okay. Lucy, I was just actually chatting to that earlier, actually, that you might be able to answer this question for me. So there isn't a lot of female racers in ACC, and I saw the name Lucy, and I wasn't sure if that means you are a female racer. I mean, I said it'd be good to have a more... I know there is like a female esports league and things, but it would be good to see a few more of them, especially in XCL for diversity. So if you are a female racer, welcome and good luck. Yeah, it's a very male-dominated game, this one, but I'm always admiring of female drivers if they are out there. So we have now 2 minutes to the start of sprint race 1. So again, guys, if you are new to XCL and you are new to the double sprint format, so that qualifying session now, we'll go through the timetable now. That's basically your qualifying position for both race 1 and race 2. So good luck to everyone out there. So even if you do have a crash in the race 1, whatever position you qualified will be your position for race 2. Now, Sabre getting P3 on a controller, that's mad. So if you Sabre, if you are listening, congrats for that, my friend. That is brilliant qualifying by you to get. And you're a. When did I miss you becoming a bronze driver? Sabre, you're flying out there. But as a controller racer, that's very, very good. But yeah, Matti Agu did get the fastest first and second sector. He was about 0.2 of a second slower than BMW on the last sector. So I think we probably could have seen a 1:28.7. But Matti Agu out there dominating the lap times. BMW in second with Sabre and Coco Mini in third. I think if you look at the 29.5 from BMW, you have to go all the way down to 11th to be a second behind that time. So anyone from like Obenji downwards can probably get themselves onto the podium today. So good luck to all these drivers. Like I said, mention out to Narf, Diablo, Amanda Ma, Manu. All these drivers did get themselves as rookies into that top 10, which is great for them. Belgian Waffen saying, was the timing
20 seconds.
Of the race on purpose because the 24 hour of Zolder is this weekend? I don't know. That's way above my pay grade. Belgian Waffle, I'm not sure. I don't know if that is true, but maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, look at this packed grid. There's so many cars out there. So we have 29 drivers out of the 30 have turned up, which is fantastic. We have 2 back-to-back 15-minute races. So after the first race has finished, don't forget to stay tuned because straight away the second race will kick in and we'll go and do it all over again. But on pole is the 993 Lamborghini of Matti Agu. He has a BMW alongside him on the front row. Sabre, we knew, as I said, we do know as a controller racer. He's P3, and alongside him is an all-Ferrari second row with Coco Mini in fourth. Narf, the lead rookie driver, is P5 with Rosara 88 alongside him. Then we have Diablo in 7th with Armando Ma behind him in 8th. Malmsey and in the BMW and Mano in the Ferrari round out the top 10. We have an all Porsche 6th row with Obenji alongside seasoned veteran Mark Music. Maxtor Racing is alongside Drone Lander in 13th and 14th. Greg Fitz is alongside Pirmo Bartek, who was our lowest ranked bronze silver driver in the grid here at 16th place. Incon Belay is 17th alongside Stanford Justice in 18th. FBR Chairs is 19th with Cabbage Plot in 20th. And then we have Lucy Curtin in 21st alongside Salient G in 22nd. Slasher Knives is 23rd alongside Fair in 24th. Subsonic 10 is 25th alongside Lynch in 26th. Loriaz is 27th alongside Tyson Nice, who I think is 28th. And then Springsphere is on his own on the back row of the grid in 29th place. Let's just go back to Matti Agu at the front, and then we're going to go and change the camera angle so we can get a better shot of this. There we go, let's change the camera angle here. So this is the first of our 2 15-minute sprint races, guys. Like I said, we have a 15-minute shootout, no pit stops, so it's just a straight shot 15-minute race, probably 7 or 8 laps. And then straight after that, it will go straight into another 50-minute sprint race. It is like half multiplier points for both of them, so if you would normally get like 100 points, it's just 50 for both races. But yeah, Matti Agu is on the pole currently. He is about 0.6 of a lap faster than the number 2 car, but then from second down to 11th is separated by a second, so anyone from second to 11th here can get themselves on to the podium. So anyone want to dare in the chat to make some bold predictions about who you think your outside chance of a podium is going to be today? But Matti Agu's got himself lined up. All the cars are coming around now. We are moments away from our first XCL double sprint race of the day. And they're coming up to the line now. The BMW of BMW is quite far back here. But it is green lights and it's go, go, go. There's 2 drive-through penalties already for people being out of position at the start. We'll keep an eye on that one in a second. But Matti Agu gets away cleanly. BMW gets through okay in second. Narf is alongside Koke Mini, currently trying to get himself up to 4th, but Koke Mini is going to have the better line for the next corner. She just needs to stay out of trouble here. We do see Azara now going to try and get a run on Narf to go dive down the inside here. It's pretty clean at the front, but there are a few kind of collisions at the back, so I do see a couple of yellow flags out there. The number 27 car and the 111 car, so we'll keep an eye on that one in a minute. But yeah, Matti Agu has got out in front. We do see Koke Mini looking pretty racy. Also just selected the wrong driver there. Koke Mini does have a look down the inside of Sabre there, but he won't try and make a move. We do see as well Azara get a little wobble on there, and Narf is going to try and see if he can get his way back through. He has lost that place to Ozara at the start, but it is quite clean at the front, guys. These guys are all racing nice and fairly. I'm just thinking, it's Obenji that got a drive-through penalty, and it looks like it was also Lynch that got a drive-through penalty at the start there. That's really unfortunate for those guys. I think Obenji and Tyson Nice were the 2 people that got involved in a collision at the start. And then it was also, I think, the number 27 car of Stanford Justice who's driving into a wall head first there. His race has gone a bit catastrophic there, but we will see. As we go around the last corner now, I'll run you through the order as they do cross the line. Here's Matti Agu that does take the first lap lead with 13.5 minutes to go. He has BMW behind him. Sabre is then behind him. He has got Koke Mini alongside him. Koke Mini's going to try and dive down the inside, so Sabre does just let him through there by the looks of things. He doesn't want to sort of get himself involved in a collision, but Sabre is going to try and get his way back through there. But Koke Mini at the minute has made his way up into 3rd place. Is bronze and silver drivers in the first 4. Now Narf is currently in 5th place with Diablo just behind him in 6th. Armando Ma is currently riding in 7th place. He's got a bit of a gap in front of him and behind him with Malmsey behind. Malmsey has got Manu at the back of him, looking like he's going to try and make a move here. He's right up the back of the BMW. He's going to have to try and get out of that thing. He's not going to have a chance to brake there when they do slam the brakes on. It looks like Malmsey was braver on the brakes there, and Manu is going to tuck him behind as he does hit the curb there. Has a little wobble, but I think Malmsey has managed to survive that one. Azaro, who must have had a bit of an off somewhere, is now back down in P10. He's going to look to try and get past those cars as the Ferrari of Manu just goes a bit of evasive action. Looks like Malmsey here has created a bit of a roadblock in 8th place as these drivers are starting to catch up here. So it is kind of a battle between 1st and 7th, and then Malmsey here is going really, really defensive as Manu's going to try and make his way around the outside. But Malmsey does hold him off. He's got 5 cars behind him here, so Malmsey is massively under pressure here. He is doing his best to hold off a train of about 4, 5, 6 cars maybe. But he is doing his best as the Ozaro just gets on the brakes there as well. Really heavy on the brakes, but these guys are racing beautifully out here. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Bartek is just looking at this battle ahead as there is, like I said, 5 cars ahead of him. Lucy Curtin's having a good race, made it up into P14 from P21 on the first lap. That's not a bad race start by Lucy there. Slasher is 15th currently in a race with FBR Ches. It looks like FBR Ches was trying to get around the inside there, but it looks like Slasher's going to hold that position off. Subsonic 10 is behind in 17th place with Fair behind him in 18th. Drone Lander is looks like he's made it past these drivers actually. He's now up into what is 18th place. Springsphere here does have a car glitching ahead of him there. I think that's the Aston Martin of maybe is that Fair, sorry, in the looks like he's got a bit of a signal issue there. Loraz is currently 22nd place with Cabbage Plot just off in the gravel there, was P23. Lynch has done his drive-through penalty, but he's rolling down the field. I don't know what's going on there. Is he trying to let that driver pass because maybe he crashed into Cabbage Plot? I think that maybe will be the case. Incon Belay is going to try and get through there. I don't know what Lynch is doing. I think Lynch is trying to let those drivers past. Stanford Justice going to get round as well. And then we have Greg Fitz, Obenji and Tyson Nice in the pits, I think, following all that damage. But let's just go back up to the front quickly. Like I said, it is Matti Agu out there in the lead with just over 10 minutes to go. BMW is in second place with Coco Mini and the fastest lap in P3. Sabre has dropped off the back here. He is still holding off that P4 place as it looks like they're getting past. Is that Narf there? Did get past him, but maybe there was a bit of a issue because he did obviously then let a driver through. Looks like Diablo has now made its way up into 5th place, and Sabre is he making his way back past the back mark here as well. That back markers have to be careful not to trip up any of these drivers here. But Sabre is now in 4th, Diablo 5th, Narf 6th. And then we're going to go back to, where was it, Malmsey. Yeah, so Malmsey has lost the position to Max Store Racing ahead. And then he has Ozaro still behind him. And then we have, Bartik is that behind. And then, as I see there in the background there, that was Lucy Curtin having a bit of a wobble. And that's going to allow Slasher to get right up onto the back there. So Lucy, you just see hit the gravel and he was going left, right. And there was a good bit of racing out there. But she managed to hold it, or he managed to hold it, and that is a good recovery there. Does have Slasher now right behind him. Mark Music, look at the back of this train here. This is a good bit of battling out here. Let's just catch up with the chat quickly. Rebeck saying go, go, go. Ditch Rickle saying the Turtle Academy. Rebeck saying there's a clean start. Yeah, it was a pretty clean start there. So just I did see a car go wobbling. Mark Music goes late on the brakes. Oh, yeah, did well to thread through those two drivers there. But yeah, Mark Music, unfortunately, I think has just fallen back down the order. That is that another Lamborghini or a McLaren? Is that the McLaren Subsonic 10? No, he's off on the gravel as well. Look at all these drivers come on. Springsphere's off on the gravel as well. Saying G is going to try and get past now. I don't know if that's a back marker McLaren ahead. I think it is, as we do look at now at Springsphere. Looking like he's going to try and dive down the inside of... But is that a back marker? I think it is. There's a few back markers in the order because of those kind of early collisions out there. What is happening out here? So Bartik is right on the back of Malmsey here. So we just want to see if we can make a move on this field here. We do have about 8 or so minutes to go. Bartik's trying to make his way up into P9 here. There must have been a crash out there because Malmsey is back up to P9. It is worth noting that Diablo is now on the back of Sabre. This is a battle for what is P3 in the race, and it does look like maybe Sabre's not going to lose one place. He might lose 2 as well, so he has now gone from 3rd to 5th here. Great overtake by Diablo, really aggressive there, and Coco Mini has got through as well, and now Sabre has fallen down from 3rd place down into 5th here. He now has Amanda Marr looking like to make his day from bad to worse. So Sabre will try and get his way back up there. We do know he is a fast driver on this circuit, but yeah, he has lost 2 positions in the space of 2 corners. Matiagu now has the fastest lap, and he is out there in the lead by 3.3 seconds. BMW is in a race of his own, 3 seconds ahead, 3 seconds behind to Diablo here, but Diablo is going to try and now run away with 3rd place here. We do have 4 manufacturers in the top 4, and with Diablo now being the highest ranked rookie driver out there in P3. Manu is just off the back of this battle here in P7, and then we have Mark Music is now 3.4 seconds back from Max Store Racing. So these two drivers a bit of a lonely race as well. I think there must have been some sort of crash out there at some point because I can't see. Yeah, Malmsey is now back down in P22. He's in the pits alongside a few other drivers. So actually that has promoted Lucy Curtin up into 12th place. So that is 21st up to 12th. Lucy having a great drive here. They have 10th and 11th ahead of them here. So there's a potential there for a top 10 for Lucy, who did say that they were just trying to survive in this race. So we'll see how these drivers get on. Slasher is 6 seconds off the back of Mark Music. So these battles here as Ches gets right up late on the brakes here. So that is Slasher there with Ches and Lucy just behind in 11th and 12th. 2 BMWs trying to catch up with Slasher and take that P10 spot. But let's see what else is going on. So we do have Amanda Marr now right up behind Sabre. And actually Coco Mini is right up on the back of Diablo as well for what is P3, the last podium spot in this race. Looks like Coco Mini has got a lot better braking advantage here. Is he going to try and make a move here? I was just going to rub this one for a second and see if he would. Oh, Coco Mini right up on the back. Can he make a move on Diablo for that last spot on the podium? It looks like less barring a mistake. Oh, it's right up behind now. This is so close by Coco Mini. Can Coco Mini get this position and take it over and get P3? He's trying his best. He's weaving left and right in the rearview mirrors, trying to throw off Diablo here. But Diablo in that Porsche is mighty out of the corners. But there is literally 5th and 6th just behind this battle as well. And actually, I think we can see, oh no, Coco Mini dives down the inside over the curbs. Has a little bit of wobble. Saber's going to now smell blood here and see if he can get back on the back of Coco Mini. Coco Mini did so well not to collect Diablo there. As these drivers, this is 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, all side by side. No, it's Amanda Ma dives down the inside. And no, he collides with Saber. Saber's managed to hold that, and Amanda Ma is now facing backwards. He's going to lose the place to Manu. Is Max Door Racing going to get through as well? Where's Mark Music in all this? Mark Music, oh, he spins around again. So Mark Music's up to P9. Where's Slasher and Ches? So in his Amanda Ma's kind of haste to get back up on the throttle, he's lost so many places there. He's now down into 9th place here. Mark Music having a great drive in P8. But that does mean that Coco Mini now is still chasing down Diablo, but Saber has got a bit of a tap on his rear end. But he has managed to hold that, which is fantastic for him. And he is now in P5. Great racing by those guys there. I think Slash has had a bit of a crash out there as well. So now Lucy is up into 11th. Half a second back from Ches. So Lucy, like I said, did qualify 21st. Did say all they wanted to do was just survive in their first race. And they are out there trying to maybe get into the top 10. So great driving by these drivers here. I think Slash is going to try and see if they can get back up there and maybe challenge Lucy back for that 11th place spot and maybe that P10 spot. Coco Mini still all over the back of Diablo, and he's still trying to make that move around there. There is a drive-through penalty for track infringements for somebody out there, which is Obenji in last place. Unfortunately for him, his first race has gone from bad to worse, but he will have another chance in the next race. But this is the main battle, guys. Diablo and Coco Mini in 3rd and 4th here. This is the battle for the last podium spot. We also have Lucy Curtin just behind Ches for what is a top 10 place. We then have Springsphere behind Slasher. Sorry, for what is 12th and 13th. There's some really good battles out there, but I don't want to take my eyes off of this Coco Mini Diablo battle. This will be for that first podium spot in today's double header race. Coco Mini seems to be so much stronger on the brakes, but Diablo in that Porsche just has a better drive out of the corners. But this is the closest Coco Mini's been in a while, but these just with Zolder, such a small track, it just you don't have enough time to utilise the straights for any kind of straight line speed. But Coco Mini is showing great car control. Now, as I say that, Diablo goes wide, takes out Coco Mini. That is a complete accident. That wasn't a intentional collision there. Diablo just hit the curbs, lost control. Coco Mini was on the inside, and unfortunately for that, I said, I know you'll probably be angry and try and report that, but that was a pure racing incident. If Claupty and Dick Trickle are watching this, you probably can confirm that was just an accident. But that is unfortunate for Coco Mini and Diablo. Saber is not going to care one bit, though. And with 2 minutes to go, he has flown himself up into P3 in this race. I think he's probably our highest ranked controller racer. So on a controller, a 29 car field, and he's going to get himself onto the podium. This might actually be, I don't know if this is true or not, but maybe Saber can confirm after this race. But this might be Saber's first ever XCL podium. So if it is, awesome driving, Saber. Well done. Diablo has lost the place to Manu. Manu's having a great drive out here, just steadily moving his way up the field. I think he qualified P10, now P4. Diablo is going to try and make his way back through there. Unfortunately for Coco Mini, he's fallen back down into P8 following that kind of collision. But I said it was just a pure racing incident. Not much that can have been done about it. Amanda Ma currently in P9 here with Ches currently in P10. Looks like Lucy has fallen off the back of that battle now, and now they have there's Springsphere just behind 0.3 of a second back. Let's see if Lucy can hold on and keep. Oh no, he goes wide there, and that is Springsphere going to maybe make a move here. Springsphere's on the outside. Lucy will have to hold the inside line. Can Springsphere go around the outside or be late on the brakes? They're now side by side going into the corner, but I think Springsphere is going to see if he can get a better run out of the corner on Lucy here. They are neck and neck here for what is P11 and P12. We'll just keep an eye on this one for a second. Springsphere, can they make a move? Are they going to try to switch back into turn one if Lucy goes in deep there? Lucy holds the apex quite well. No, goes onto the gravel a little bit. That's going to allow Springsphere to get alongside. Now they're side by side. Do they touch? That is great driving by these two. Very, very clean. Springsphere's going to try now and go back down the inside. If they can hold that line, they will have the inside line for the next corner, but they can't carry the speed through. Lucy then holds that line and gets back round and holds that P11 spot. Great, great driving by both of these guys. Fantastic, fantastic effort. Diabolic did try and get past Manu there, but he will stay in P5 currently. Kokemeni now going to try and make it past Mark Music with only 6 seconds to go. Where's Matty Agu on the track? Matty Agu is going to cross the line now and take that first race win. BMW will take second place here, so it's great driving by these two. Sabre, following those collisions, will take P3 in this race. I don't know if that's your first podium at XCL, Sabre, but if it is, congratulations, great driving by you. Manu will then take P4 in this race, stayed out of trouble, great driving by him. Diablo takes P5. Maxtor Racing takes P6. Mark Music does hold off Kokemeni for P8. So P7 and P8. Amando Mar going to come across the line in P9. Ches, who is the lead, or no, not the lead, man, there's two more bidders ahead of him, but has managed to hold up that top 10 place here, so that's great driving by them. Lucy has managed to hold off Springsphere for 11th place. Springsphere is going to take P12. Slash is going to take P13. Silent G is going to take P14. Ozaro is going to take what looks like P15 here, with Subsonic 10 taking P16. Let's go on the last corner now. So Ozaro, yeah, did have that early kind of crash, I think, and now he's finishing P15. Subsonic 10 will take P16. Loriaz will take P17. Just behind, or just in front of Incom Belay, they'll take P18 here. Stanford Justice takes 19th, Lynch 20th, Narf 21st, Fair will take 22nd, Drone Lander 23rd, Greg Fitz takes 24th, Malmsey will take 25th, Dyson Too Nice has taken 26th, with Bartek 27th, Obenji 28th, Cabbage Plot 29th. That is the results for your first race, guys. Great, great action. Awesome, awesome racing out there. That was really, really good. I think, I don't know, it's hard to say who I'd give my driver of the day for race one, or driver of the race. I think I'll probably give it to Manu. Manu just kept it clean, stayed out of trouble, moved his way up the field slowly, and just got himself up to a P4, which is great driving by him. So Manu takes the driver of race one. Matty Agu showed his dominance there, pole position, fastest lap, led every lap, and won the race. So that's a great driving by him. Can he be only the second driver in XCL history to get a double header win? Let's see if he can do it. I bet he can. What I mean by that, sorry, what I mean by the double header win is obviously normally in these races we always have one driver win race one driver win race two, but as much is Matty Agu's dominance, I think if he can get around that first corner cleanly without any challenge from BMW, I think he'll just run away again with race two and become only the second driver in history, yes, in XL history, to get that double header win. We have Duan saying, I'll be right back into the race. My game just crashed. Which driver are you? I'm not sure which driver you are, but luckily for you, I think as long as you can get back in during the 2-minute warm-up, which is just about to kick in now, you should be okay to just start from your existing place. You know, as long as you get out before the 2-minute timer's out. But we haven't even started the 2-minute timer yet, so I think we should be okay. There's always a bit of a delay to give people a chance to go to the toilet here. And it should kick in any minute now to race two. I don't know if we should maybe ask the admins in future just to give a little bit less of a gap between the server resets, because sometimes it's a bit long. But yeah, so it should kick in any minute to the start of the second race. So then there'll be a 2-minute timer, so everyone can get their setups and things changed. I I always like the double sprints as well, because if you've overfueled your car in the first race, you can kind of gauge what you need for the second race. Maybe make your car a little bit lighter. Yes, yeah, Lucy with that P11 finish. That was a great first race. Can you do it again in race 2? That is the question. So here we go. That is the 2-minute timer now. So if you are listening, Duan, oh, your thanks. Oh, your Diablo. Yeah, you have now 2 minutes, Diablo, to get back into the race before the timer runs out. Hopefully you've got back in now. Belgian Waffle saying there's some drama in Discord. I hope the drama's not between Cocaine Mini and who did he crash into? I can't find the other name out there. Can't remember who the collision was with. It was Diablo. It was Diablo. Yeah, so Diablo looks like it's been put back to last, which is a shame. But yeah, I hope that it's not to do with Diablo and Cocaine Mini, because if you're watching the stream, you did see that Diablo just had a, or just went wide on the corner and just, you know, unfortunately crashed. And Cocaine Mini just tried to dive down the inside, and it's just unfortunate placement of his car, just wrong place, wrong time. But Belgian Waffle is saying, oh, why is, what did Lucy do?
30 seconds.
Yeah, Corpty, yeah, if you could just have a look at that would be great, because, I appreciate, obviously, that they do need a gap, obviously, to go to the toilet and stuff, but, like,
seconds.
But really, like, we don't need that much of a gap, I don't think, do you? If it could be shortened, that would be great. But you're the man with the server power, so do let me know. 305 TPI saying, who won the first race? Matty Agu. Hi Menro, how you doing? Matty Agu dominated the first race, so he got pole position, obviously, as you can see here. He got fastest lap, led every lap, won by about 6 or 7 second margin over the rest of the field. Really, really dominant. I can't believe Claupty always tells me he's never even heard of Matty Agu, when Matty Agu, I think, is one of the best drivers XCL's got. It's bonkers, Claupty, that you have never heard of him. I find it so hilarious. I think Matty Agu is one of the best drivers we've got. So actually, as one of your team managers, Claupty, I'm going to recruit him, so you can't stop me. But yeah, so Matty Agu is, okay, we'll just go through the order again. So Matty Agu is on pole, BMW is in second, Sabre is third with Cocaine Mini in fourth, Narf is fifth with Azaru in sixth place, Amando Ma is seventh with Malmsey in eighth, Manu is ninth with Obenji in 10th, Mark Music is 11th with Maxtor Racing in 12th, Drone Lander 13 with Greg Fitz in 14th. Bartek is 15th with Incom Belay in 16th. Stand for Justice 17th with Ches in 18th. Cabbage Plot is 19th with Lucy Curtin in 20th. Salient G is 21st with Slasher in 22nd. Fair is 23rd. Subsonic 10 in 24th. Lynch is 25th with Loriaz in 26th. Tyson Too Nice is 27th with Springsphere in 28th. And Diablo, unfortunately, his game disconnected. So the man that could have got on the podium in race 1 is now going to start from the back of the grid in race 2. So watch Diablo fly through this field. I'm pretty sure he's got the pace to do it. But back at the front, I will have enough time to quickly change it back to our aerial camera. We'll do a bit more inside camera view to this race 2. I didn't do any in race 1, so we'll maybe do like a 7-car feature for 7 minutes. But yeah, we'll switch to the aerial cam. We'll go through the first 3 or 4 laps, or maybe 3 laps, guys, and then I'll switch it into the inside cam. We'll have a look at some inside driving here. But Matt Agu here trying to become only the second driver in XCL history to win a double header sprint race and win both races. I can't remember who the other driver was to do it. I think it was Steph Ork. But Mattiagu, if he does win today, will become only the second driver in history to do it. So good luck, Mattiagu. They just come around the last corner now. I think if Mattiagu can get a good start on BMW and get down that inside clear, I think if Mattiagu can get around the first corner unscathed, he will probably win this one. But let's see. But here we go, guys, for the second 15-minute XCL double sprint race. Mattiagu, another good start. BMW tucks in behind. Kokemini is free abreast there, in the middle there, but he does kind of leave himself there to not get caught in between what was Azaro and Sabre. Sabre's going to hold that P3 spot this time. He did fall back a little bit last time round. Narf again losing that position to the Porsche in the first corner. Kokemini's going to try now and dive down the inside of Sabre. Sabre, kind of like a mirror of last race, doesn't want to battle too much there and just stay out of trouble. But it is Azaro in. It does it every single time. Apologies, guys, with the cameras. But I'm just going to watch this one now because it looks like it's going to be a bit bumpy there with the BMW diving down the inside there. But I don't know which BMW driver that is. I think that might be Chairs, but they did get out of the way there. But it is Mattiagu out in front. BMW in second. Got Kokemini challenging BMW here. They do tell up here. So Sabre, can he get through out of trouble? All those drivers dive down the inside there. Is that going to cause any collisions up the front? They do manage to avoid out of the way. That was a dive bomb by Kokemini there, and he is going to take out BMW. That means we are probably going to have a different podium here today. Questionable rejoins by both those drivers there, as looks like Manu has been a casualty there, and he's been bopped out. Actually, I think that was Manu. That must have been another Ferrari driver. But yeah, that was an interesting start there. But Mattiagu is out in the lead by some margin now, with Sabre in P2 as Azaro just misses his braking point there, and that's going to allow Narf to get through into P3. Azaro just pins it down through the sand trap, and Malmsey is going to try and make a move here to get up into P4. There's a lot more aggression out there in this first race, in this second race, than there was in the first race. Azaro is going to hold. Oh no, as Malmsey then late breaks himself, Maxtor Racing is going to get through. Maxtor Racing was the driver we saw earlier on in that race. Armando Mar has had a bit of a bad start here as well. So Benji, I don't know where Benji is. Is he out in? No, he's in the pit lane again. Oh, that is a really, really bad day by him. All these drivers all over the place at the minute. Yeah, there we go. See, that is that Lucy Curtin up there. Again, so Lucy Curtin was having another great drive out there, who did go from 21st to P11 in race 1, is now having a decent race in race 2 as well. It looks like I thought that was going to be Amanda Marr, maybe late breaking into the back of him there. BMW is currently in P11, so that's going to be Lucy up into P9. Greg Fitz has made it through all that kind of carnage up into P8. Mark Music is currently in P7 here, so some guys have really, really capitalised on that early action there. Maxtor Racing trying to chase down Azaro here, but it is Narf, the lead rookie driver. No, as we see another crash. Poor driving by people out there. So Maxtor Racing slams into the back of Azaro. Azaro's going to lose a hatful of places here, as we see Lucy Curtin in P9 and Amanda Marr. Amanda Marr went wide. That's going to be BMW coming through. So Azaro is going to fall back down the order. That is really, really unfortunate driver. He's going to lose a place. No! As he goes flying, almost flying into the back of some drivers here. Why can't anyone stop their cars? Guys, stop trying to race and break your normal braking lines and start focusing on the race a bit more. You need to sharpen up. This is embarrassing driving by a lot of you out there. You need to start focusing a bit more. Sabre, I'm going to go to the front where it's a bit more clean racing, but apologies for the run, but Jesus, guys, you need to start focusing because this is poor driving. Narf is in P2, 3.3 seconds off of Mattiagu. Mattiagu with the fastest lap of the race. Looks like he's going to run away with this one as well. Narf in P2, Sabre in P3. And Malmsey is out there in P4 with Maxtor Racing in P5. Mark Music having a great race out there in P6. He's going to try and challenge Maxtor Racing for what would be the top 5 position in this race. Greg Fitz finds himself in P7 with Kokemini behind now, trying to recover from that early kind of crash. Lucy Curtin is in P9 trying to chase these guys down, with BMW in P10 trying to dive bomb down here. Questionable kind of positioning there, but yeah, he will try and make a move on Lucy for what is P9 and P10. Chairs in the other BMW behind, just watching this kind of unfold and see if he can make his way through. Bartik is in P12 with Drone Lander in P13. Diablo has made his way up from last place, 29th in this race, up to P14. So great racing by Diablo so far. Slasher is in P15 with Subsonic 10 behind him in P16. Stand for Justice is in P17 with Cabbage Plot in P18 here. Lynch is in P19th with L'Oreaz in 20th. Ozaro's had a really bad day at the office, P21 for him. Springsphere is in 23rd with Incombile in 24th. It looks like maybe, who is that driver there? I don't know, Salient G, sorry, 24th. Fair, 25th. Tyson Too Nice in 26th. 27th is Manu. Benji still retired from the pits. Looks like we've had one retirement out there. Yeah, we see Dick Trickle saying, shake my head. Iron Funk saying this is a battle royale out there, and everyone saying what is happening. This is a quite a bad little race. Dick Trickle saying it's unacceptable, and he goes, not me, I have 4 stewards for that. So luckily he's not having to look at this one here. But yeah, crazy battling out there, guys. But let's just change it up a little bit now, and let's go and do a bit of inside cam drive. I'm not on the wrong, sorry, I pressed the wrong button there, guys. Apologies. Let's go and have a look at some of the inside camera views. I know Klopty likes a bit of that. So let's just change the camera here and then go into the inside camera. So we see Matiagu has the 1:30.1 fastest lap. He's currently going half a second faster as he goes around the last corner here. Let's see what he can do this lap round. As you're saying here that Matiagu, yeah, he is in P1, something I was just catching up here. So let's just go and do some random driving, guys. So we're going to tap the driver. We'll tap it 4 times each time and see what goes on. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're riding now with Stand for Justice in P24, chasing down Fair ahead of him. About 1 second back. You can see the time difference here. So Stand for Justice in P24 is going 5 seconds a lap slower than the the poleman and race leader Matiagu. But Stand for Justice trying to chase down Fair. We see yellow flags ahead. There is a few drivers bumping and bruising ahead of him here. But Stand for Justice, we'll see if he can. We'll ride him for a second, see if he can chase down Fair ahead of him. There is a yellow flag. The yellow flag could be for someone in the pits, I think, potentially. I think that's what it is. Let's just go another 3 drivers. 1, 2, 3. We're now racing with Springsphere here. Springsphere just going wide in that corner there. He's trying to chase down Lynch ahead of him. 1.5 seconds at the field. P19 there. You can see his time compared to Stand for Justice in the Porsche a few seconds back is about 2 seconds a lap faster. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that Stand for Justice is doing 1:35s. It just means, oh, there is a few drivers ahead there, or squabbling ahead. So are we going to sort of see a bit of carnage as we do? It looks like that's good driving there by Springsphere. Is he going to make a move here on Lynch? You can see how narrow this track is. If you are going to make a move, you've got to be brave. Is he going to be brave on the brakes? No, he does back off here and allows Lynch to get through on the racing line. But is he going to try and make a move? Coming out these next couple of corners, he has caught up 1.2 seconds on this lap to Lynch. He puts the throttle in. It does go a little bit wide. Can he make a dive bomb down into this corner here? I think he's going to think better of it, and this is great racing by these guys here. They will go on, I'm sure, for a few more laps. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we are now racing with Cocaine Mini. There's not a lot of action going on here. Let's see if we can find some action out there. Sabre in P3 is doing well out here as well. You can see the way his steering wheel does twitch, and that's because he is a controller racer. Looks like Sabre's going for back-to-back podiums, which would be great for him. Manu here is he's got back. I think he's getting lapped here. So let's just see Drone Lander here. So Drone Lander P11 trying to chase down Ches ahead of him in P10, and then just ahead of that is PMO Bartek. So yeah, Drone Lander looks like he's getting a good run out of this corner here. He has 0.7 seconds. He's on one of his fastest laps yet. Can he get a better drive out of this chicane? Oh, he goes late on the brakes there. He goes over. He's going to compromise his lap, and that is going to allow Diablo in P12 now right up behind him. Is he going to play defensive here? Diablo is going to try and make his way through. It's quite a hard corner. He dive bombs down the inside. Diablo goes flying through. Does he manage to hold it? He does. And that is going to give Diablo that P11 spot. And Drone Lander didn't put up too much of a fight there. We do know Diablo started in P29. He's surely going to be a shoe-in for driver of the race. Now up into P11. Who else is out there battling at the minute? Let's ride with Max Store Racing. Max Store Racing has got Malmsey ahead of him. This is a battle for the top BMW spot, P4 and P5. Both these drivers out there setting good times out here, about 0.3 of a second between them. Let's see if he, Maxtor Racing now, whilst he's on camera, can get past Malmsey. These two drivers driving nice and cleanly. They're doing a good... oh, he got a better drive out that corner now. Is he going to try and get down the inside? If Maxtor Racing is listening, he does know we are watching him right now. He has got better braking. He's got a better drive out this corner as well. Right behind that BMW. Can he try? It looks like Malmsey will probably go defensive here. Can he get a dive down the inside? It doesn't look like it. Oh no, it does. So is he now? So it looks like, oh no. This is really, really good clean racing by these two here. Looks like Maxtor Racing maybe does have the better speed, but he just can't find a way around Malmsey. Malmsey's a good defensive driver. He's doing really, really well out there today with Mark Music now looking at taking a sniff at this, seeing if he can maybe get himself up into P5 for P4, P5. But yeah, Maxtor Racing here just right up on the back of Malmsey. Can he make a move now? Is he going to try a dive around the outside here? You might have to try the switch back. It looks like Malmsey has done enough to hold him off here. Let's see what else is going on around the track. Oh, is it dive bomb down the inside? Is he going to collide with Sailent G there? Incombile and Sailent G just come together, and he will now potentially lose a position to Stand for Justice. We just caught that at the right time. Whoa, Stand for Justice dives down the inside there. Whoa, he's going to go spinning out. Whoa, big crash. Big crash. Stand for Justice there didn't do very well in holding that line, and that is going to be a nice place to finish there. But Stand for Justice, optimistic move, hit the curves, bounced around, and Incombile had a big Stand for Justice roadblock in front of him there. But that was really good racing, good bit of inside view there to sort of see what kind of, as you know, it's very hard to overtake here. So fair play to people like Diablo, who is now trying to make his way up into the top 10. But if you think about Diablo going from 29th up to potentially if he can make this move up to P10, great driving by him. Baljuwal was saying that is just disgusting. Well, you didn't like that Stand for Justice overtake, no? Diablo trying to make his way past Ches here for what would be P10. Dick Trickle not liking it either. Are you boys not happy with that kind of overtaking aggression, no? Let's just run you through the order, guys, with 4 minutes still, so 3 minutes to go. As Diablo, unfortunately, does have an incident there, and he will have to try and recover there, but either way, he has had a good drive from P29 on the grid. That is Lucy Curtin now diving around the outside of Diablo and making her way up to 12th place. I say her, I don't know if it is a he or a she. We still haven't established that yet. Matti Agu is in first. 5.7 seconds to Narf, the lead rookie driver. The only rookie driver in the top 6, and only one of 2 in the top 9, which is great driving. Sabre is going to make it back-to-back podiums, potentially 2 P3s will be fantastic for him. Malmsey in P4 is doing his best to hold off Maxtor Racing here. That would be a fantastic effort if he can maintain P4. Koke Mini has made it past Mark Music now up into P6. Mark Music currently holding P7 here. BMW is in P8 following that early collision with Koke Mini. PMO Bartek is in P9 with Ches in P10th. Drone Lander in P11. Looks like Diablo has made his way back past Lucy Curtin, back up into P12. 7 seconds back from Drone Lander, so I think P12 is all the best he can hope for here. Lucy in P13 with Azaro in P14. Slasher is P15 with Cabbage Plot just behind him there, making a dive down the inside though, so we are going to see an overtake here with Cabbage Plot getting past Slasher for that P15 spot. So good overtaking by him. Lynch is now P17 here. With Springsphere behind in P18. Subsonic 10 is currently in P19. Subsonic 10 is having a bit of a better drive here because he's not normally near the back of the field. So good driving by Subsonic 10. Fair, is that him in the gravel? That's not great racing by him. Senate G is 21st. Loriaz is 22nd with Incombile just behind him in 23rd. Incombile going to try and dive down the inside here. Will he make that move stick? He's late on the brakes. Can he do it here? Yes, it doesn't look like he can. Loriaz doesn't put up much of a fight, and Incombile does get through to 22nd. Tyson Too Nice is in the gravel here as well on the last corner here. He's P24. Manu is P25 with Benji P26. So I don't know who that is flying through the background there. I think that is Loriaz. Is he just maybe that's a questionable return as well. And then Greg Fitz is P27, last man out there. Let's just give Matiago a bit of airtime as he's probably now on his last lap of the race here. Belgium off saying, of course not. It's okay to be aggressive, but you can't use the other cars to slow you down. That is very true. But Belgium saying it's okay to be aggressive. I think it is okay to be aggressive, but you've got to be aggressive in a clean manner. You can't just be dive bombing people. What is interesting here is I think Malmsey has had a crash on the last lap of the race, and he has lost a few positions here. So Coco Mini has made his way up into P5. Mark Music having a great race in P6 here. Maxwell Racing now has that P4 spot. I think Sabre has done enough to get that thing. But I just want to mention here, Matiago has got pole position in the race. 2 fastest laps, led every single lap of both races, and will become only the 2nd driver in XCL history to win a double-header race and win both sprint races. So Matiago, because of that, you are my driver of the day for sure. Manu got the driver of the race in race 1. I think we're going to give, well, I was going to give it to Diablo actually here, but I think Diablo has had a bit of a poor last couple of lapses. He does, has a bit of aggressive overtake on Lucy Curtin there. But yeah, Matiago is the driver of the day and only the 2nd driver in XL history to get 2 back-to-back double-header wins, but also probably the 1st driver ever to get pole position, fastest laps, lead every single lap of both races, and get the 2 wins. So great driving. Naf's going to finish P2. Sabre with 2 back-to-back P3s. Fantastic for him. Maxwell Racing was P4. Coco Mini P5. Mark Music P6. BMW P7. Malmsey P8. Bartek P9. Ches P10. Drone Lander P11. Ozara P12. Diablo gets P13 in the end. Lucy Curtin P14. Slasher P15. Springsphere P16. Lynch P17. Cabbage Plot P18. Subsonic 10 is going to come around in P19. Silent G is going to take P20 here. Incon Belay is going to take P21. With Tyson and Manu 22-23. Loraz is P24. Fair P25. And then Obenji is going to finish in P26. I think driver of the day for race 2. It's a tough one. Let's give driver of the day for race 2 to Naf. Naf getting the highest ranked rookie in that race 2 there. So Manu gets driver of the race 1. Naf gets driver of the race 2. And Matiago is just the overall driver of the day with his dominant display there. Fantastic driving by him. Oh, as I look down in the chat, actually, Belgium officer says, I think Naf deserves it. I agree. That's what I've just said. I just gave it to Naf. I think he does deserve it. So that was brilliant racing, guys. Just remember, we have a Porsche event being ran at 7 p.m. I don't know if it is being broadcasted, but what I will say is that we do have very low numbers. So if you do fancy racing one of the Porsche Cup cars around Zandvoort at 7 p.m., please do sign up. We do need some more drivers for that. And then at, I'm not sure if it's 11 or midnight, we do have our US server race that is being hosted by our new streamer, Habs. So do be sure to check in that one as well if you are still awake. Klopty saying, is Matiago paying you? No, I mean, come on, Klopty, you can't argue that Matiago is the best driver out there today. So... but yeah, he will probably give me that tenner that he promised me later on. But fantastic dominant display. And if you don't get him into your esports team, Klopty, you are a fool. But yeah, great racing, guys. I will clock off now and rest my voice. But thank you all, as always, for joining the stream. Thank you for making it entertaining. I always enjoy it when you do chat because it makes it, gives me something to talk about as well. And I will see you all out on track again very soon, no doubt. And bye-bye for now.